Hi guys, good morning and good afternoon, good evening for a few of my uh, subscribers. Thank you very much for subscribing me and connecting with me. Although I have very few subscribers, but I got a very good feedback on my previous videos, and it's been a long time since I've released the videos because mostly I don't get much time to record these videos and share it with you, but this time I found it very interesting to some interesting topic, so I thought like I should share with you because few of you might have been in process of exploring AWS or maybe in learning phase of AWS, and what issues you can face and what challenges you might face while using this AWS. So that's the reason I have come here to uh, give you a brief of how you are going to use AWS, and the best part is how effectively you can use AWS and reduce the cost at a minimum. Yeah, so the topic is today's to how to reduce the bills of AWS, and what are the things that you should keep in mind or while creating or using the services provided by AWS. Although the AWS is a great service, I would highly recommend everybody to use AWS because the best part of AWS is it's really good for new ones. It's really good for startups because the kind of support that they provide to startups and the new ones who wanted to explore, or maybe startups who don't have much budget like me and wanted to explore and use AWS as part of their small business or an idea to run across the globe. So it's very important, like organization like AWS supporting these kind of requirements is highly recommendable. And the best part of AWS is the support that I get. uh, Really, I so if you can see here, while using AWS, there are few uh, important things is like there are programs which gives you a kind of credits in AWS, and the program name is AWS LIFT, which is specifically for startups, and you can enroll in that program and you will get a credit of $7.750, and you can use those 750. And there are also things like if you your 750 is exhausted, then your new credits is added, maybe more than 750 for you more to explore on AWS. But yeah, being if you are trying to create a new app, or running some small startups, and it's very important to um, uh, it's very important to stick to a budget that you have, and the maximum budget that is exhausted is on the services, the infrastructure services, um, that is mostly by AWS or GCP or Azure or Alibaba. So yeah, I'm again with a video for you to explain you about the bills and how you can reduce your bill, and what is the best practices so that your bills is also within your pockets, and you are able to manage your business as well as your services. All right, so yeah, let's start. So my take is like I don't go by a kind of theory or something writing on the notepad, but my take is like actually showing you the issues, and then resolving those issues. Earlier also, you might have seen my videos of setting up the certificates, and I got a good response. Like I'm happy that my subscribers or the users who have seen those videos and implemented are able to resolve that critical problems. So again, after a long time I'm releasing this video, and this video is a long, although the topic is very long, but my objective is to have a multiple videos in a series, so that you will be able to grasp something service by services. So yeah, let me try to explore my bills, show you my bill that I have incurred in the month of December. And you can see USD 130. 130 is a huge bill for, especially I'm from India, so India is like 130 into 85 is called around 11 to 12,000 rupees. Of rupees is a huge bill for 1 month, and a person who have got a limited budget, and is it's hard to sell my services in the market at a high rate due to competition. So it's very important to be in a budget. Okay, so best part is, I do have this USD 130 bill, and you can see the highest service spent is USD 67.65, and AWS region is USD 67.65. If you can see, the total active services that I have is 20, and so these 20 services I'm using, and the total USD is 110, and I think the 19 is the tax. So yeah, I'll explain you why this bills has incurred. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm sorry. This my videos are non-edited videos, so I don't get much time, or I'm not expert in editing the videos. But yeah, I'll try my best to give you the idea of the topic and the detail of the topic that is most important to you, instead of having an edited video. So please bear with me. I am very uh, I don't do editing much on the videos. I just record and just post it over there in the YouTube. So thanks for bearing with me. And yeah, so I'll come back again. If you can see, the topic that is more expensive is like support business. Now let me tell you, if you are newbies, if you are new to the AWS LIFT program, or you are going to use AWS, so this might be their support business plan, but make sure that this business plan is very expensive. So how this business plan got activated in my system, let me remember, because I was a part of LIFT program, and AWS has really supported me in supporting and getting exploring all these services. And the 20 services that is active right now is just because of the LIFT program, that has helped me a lot to 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 allow me to explore these services and make my application running successfully on AWS. So however, so how this came into picture is like, this is the support, and if you could go to support and you check the plan, I switched back to basic support, but earlier here it was a business support. Now how this support is enabled, like if you are in basic support, and you might have getting an advertisement over here, or a banner over here stating that free 2 months premium support, and if you would like to use it, please click. So okay, so if you click there, then you will be a part of business support, where you can get a good support, including the, what you call, you can share the your screen along with the support from the AWS team. You can do screen sharing, you can get immediate support, you can directly raise a ticket, and you will get a response within the SLA. So all these features are a part of business support. So yeah, so if you click there, you will be a part of 2 months business support. But if you forget to unsubscribe, then you are going to bail. So this is what happened in my case. Maybe that could be a case, I remember, but yeah, it is unfortunate. So 67.65 business support, and the best part is I've used the support only 2 times, but it really keeps on increasing day by day. So if you can see, the expiration of credit is 13 months, 32, and the bill is like $100 recurring monthly charges. So this support is really good from AWS, but yeah, if it is within your pocket, you can use that. But if it's not, then for me it was not. So I just switched the plan immediately when I realized this high, huge bill. So one thing to reduce your bill, you switch back to basic support. Okay, all the basic support is not very bad. You can raise the ticket, you can talk to them, you can get an email. Yeah, okay. So all right, so I have this, uh, although the 1 month support is $100, and the lift program supported me with 32 USD credits, so that's the difference, is like $67 I still have to pay for business support. So be very cautious. Just have a look into your support program, what plan is enabled. So yeah, if it is business premium, please switch back to basic support. Okay, and if you don't have, if you want some help from me, please comment on my video, and also you can reach out to me. I can also support you in case, if you I mean, it depends on your budget. If you want support from AWS, feel free, or if you want something from some help from me, let me know, please. Thank you. Okay, so first thing, reduce, change your support plan. The second thing is Elastic Compute Cloud. Now this is very critical service. Mostly everybody wants this EC2. If you could see here, this is EC2 instance. Earlier I used to have two instances. One was this one, the other was I have deleted, which was rarely used for me in my services. So yeah, I have already deleted it as of now, but if in case it's needed, I will raise it. Now if you could see here, Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud running Linux. Okay, L2 T2 micro instance hour. Okay, free tier is 750 hours, so here is $0. On demand Linux micro instance is 25 hours, so it's 0.31. All that this is okay. I mean, this is something what is for two instances that I was running before. So this instance and the other instances, what I have done is, okay, so to reduce the cost, if you can see here, this is, okay, let me tell you what is IOPS default. Okay, if you could see here, EBS Elastic. Okay, uh, EBS is like, if you could see, general purpose GP3 provisional storage. Okay, this is multiplied 16 GB is free, so it's a 0, it's within the limit. Snapshot 1 GB, which is again within the limit, 0. Now if you could see provisional IOPS, now IOPS is 1000. Okay, so where is this 1000 coming from? It's really high, it's like USD 5. And if you can see here, MIBPS month for GP3 Asia Pacific, which is this, and it is 17 USD. So I would like to explain you these things, and how was I enabled this, and what you should be aware of, and you should be cautious about it. Okay, so if you could see here, this is my instance running, and where does this IOPS comes into picture? If you could click here, okay, and go to the, okay, you go to the storage. Okay, you see the volume, right? And if you click the volume, okay, okay, You click the volume and you see here, you can see the IOPS is 3000, right? And the throughput is 125. Okay, so this is the default IOPS and throughput. But in my case, what I have done, because there was some issues I faced in the month of September, or maybe in October, and what I have done is, like, I called to support, and support personals suggested me, like, this IOPS is very low, and the throughput is also less, due to which the instance is not getting started. Maybe the load is extremely high on instances. So in that case, if I increase the IOPS and throughput, I will get a better result. So I did it blindly. IOPS of 3000 to I think 4000 or 5000. If you could see here, if you modify this, modify volume, you have the IOPS, okay, and you can change the IOPS, maybe 5000 or 4000, and the throughput also you can change to 125 is a default, which is minimum, and I made it 500, and here I had made it 4000. Okay, so this increased my additional bill. Okay, so here if you see 1000 IOP, so I have made it 4000, so additional 1000 is being charged to 5.70, and from 125 to 500 charged me 17 USD. Okay, so be very cautious about this. You should, if you are a startup, or if you are just exploring, you should not change the default iOS throughput. Okay, and it comes under EC2 volume, and you click the volume and modify the volume, you'll get this IOPS as 3001. So if you have any case, just check your IOPS. It should be 3000 and 125 to be a part of free trial. Okay, and now coming back to one of the topic, that is, okay, I'll go back to the bills. This is resolve snapshot. Snapshot is basically uh, yeah, so what happens is, where is this snapshot? Okay, so if you see in instance, there is a snapshot. Okay, so this snapshot is something you might have. So it depends. It's like elastic load balancer. If you are using a load balancer, and you uh, and your application has to be, created on different instances whenever the load increases or decreases. So in that case, you have to create one snapshot of your application, and that snapshot is created here, and then whenever the instance is created, that snapshot is being picked, and the application is being triggered, and the application has been created, and what you call the executed based on that snapshot. So make sure that there is no additional snapshots already there. If that is not in use, you can delete those snapshots, and this will reduce your bill. Okay, so as part of ECS, you should be very careful for snapshot cost. Even there's one more thing which could raise your cost, is CloudWatch. If you could go to CloudWatch. Okay, so in CloudWatch you have a retention period. Okay, so that retention period also is responsible to increase your cost, because by default the retention is okay, so by default the retention is, right, if you see here, Okay, so I'm just searching where is that particular retention option. Uh, okay, so I'm sorry, I just forgot where is that particular retention. What happen is there is a retention period for the logs that is been generated, so that log still remains in the system, and since it is already there in the system, it's been charged. Okay, so you should ensure that the logs do not retain for a long time, because normally the logs retain. So default setting for retention is what you call unlimited, or maybe you can say uh, yeah. So it's a default of, if you see here, log management. Okay, so go to CloudWatch and log management. You can see these are the list of logs or services logs that has been, and you see the retention I have changed to 1 day. Okay, so normally there are several other retention options. Let me explain you what are the retention options. Okay, you see here, never expire. So this never expire, what happens is, like, never expire will keep on the logs and logs and logs of your application, and this will increase your usage of the storage, and which is eventually increasing your bill. So so make sure that your retention should be 1 day is sufficient, because if you are going to if you're going to check any issues, the logs of that particular time or 1 day is sufficient for that. Or if you want, you can use it 3 days or 5 days or a week. So it depends on you, and similarly your cost will be reduced. Okay, so ensure that your retention is less, and it should not be never expire. Okay, so I've explained you three topics. One is support, one is snapshot and EC2, and the third is CloudWatch. Okay, so I'll come up with some other videos also in detail, because I don't want the video to be very long and time consuming, because it's almost, I need 2 hours, because I have reduced the cost from 100 to below $20. So yeah, keep watching, and I'm sure I will help you to reduce your bill. There are several ideas which you can implement to reduce your bill. Okay, so I have made my bill from 130 to almost around $20, and I'll also explain you in future. Maybe I'll come up with another videos very soon, for us, for reducing the bills via using the IPs, EBS, and yeah. So there are several topics that I want to share with you. It's like WAF, RDS, and WAF and API gateways. So all these are the topics where you can reduce your bill, and your bill could be reduced up to $20 per month, and your services is also not impacted. Okay, so gradually you can increase your budget, and you can use it. So subscribe me, and I will be coming up with a new video of some other options of reducing the bill. So this is for the support, this is for the snapshot, this is for the EC2. All right, stay in touch with me, and if you like my video, please share, please subscribe, and I'm sure I will be helpful to you. And if you need any help from my side in reducing or setting up your AWS infrastructure, I can support you, and I can you can connect with me if you want any options to to get support on AWS and manage your infrastructure, do let me know. I can be of your help. Thank you very much for watching, and please be connected. I'll come up with a new video very soon. Thank you. Bye bye.